Sorry about that, we had a drop out of the live stream there for a few minutes. What I was about to say before I was rudely interrupted was this screwdriver. Some people have been asking me about this screwdriver. This came out of one of the pound shops and it comes with lots of different bits in the end of it. So you've got all of these different bits, about 5 or 6 different bits in the end of it, and it is metal and it's really good. If anybody watches BigClive.com on YouTube, if you watch Big Clive on YouTube, he uses the same screwdriver as me, so good enough for Big Clive, good enough for me. Okay, right, so we will crack on. Now what I was saying was, when you've got that dial opal thing off in the middle there, what you then have to do is take out this central screw. Exactly the same procedure as on the 706, because it's exactly the same dial basically as on the 706. So we take that central screw out like that, then the dial plate, whatever you want to call it, what I call the finger wheel, comes off, and then you should find that you've got this little springy thing that's retained underneath these 2 little clips here. So we remove that, and now you should be able to get the central bit off. What I call the dial plate should just lift off. Like that. So there we go. And now there is the basic gubbins of the dial. And as you can see, that's quite an early dial 21, because it's pretty much all metal. Later ones had a lot of plastic involved in them. Right, so now we want to start thinking about taking the rest of the phone apart. Now, these phones should have a little screw in the bottom here, one little screw, and this one, it's missing, but it's a very strange type of screw, that one. It's a screw that was specifically made to hold these cases on. When you see one, it is a bit oddball, so whatever you do, if that screw is there, don't lose it. But the case will sit on without it, so it's not totally necessary on these. So what you do then, when you've got that screw out, lift at the bottom, and with a bit of jiggling and jiggery pokery, it should come off, and there we go, and it comes off. Now this is a 711 and it's a 711 case, but sometimes you find 741 cases that have been bodged on, and the way you tell a 741 case is there's a little recess around here, around this inner edge here. There's a little recess that lets the case sit over the base rather than up to the base. So if it's got a flat edge there, then it is, and it's relatively thick as well, that is a genuine 711 case. Okay, right, we'll take that and we'll put that to one side for a minute because we don't need that. So here is the phone inside, and as you can see there, what you have got is very similar to a 706. You've got the bells up here, which are the same. You've got your induction coil here, which is the same. Big capacitor, which is the same. Under here, the gongs, which are the same. You know, the bell coils, 2 bell coils, the gongs, that's all the same. What is a little bit different is this area here, because on a normal 706, this has to be different, because these switch hooks, which operate in this direction on this, would normally operate in a downward direction on a 706. So there you have it. That is the innards of it. And let's have a little look what we've got inside there. If I can do it, I don't know if I can get a bigger a bigger image of it. Right, I've got a bigger image on my screen now so I can see what I'm doing. Right, so if we have a look at that, you'll see this has not been converted yet to plug and socket, because if it had been